What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction. Back at it with another reaction. We got some new Russ and Big Sean. Shut me up. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you won't miss when I drop a new video. On the road to 10K, let's go ahead and get into it.
Bitch, I'm emptying the tank until I can't. Every time I hit a roadblock, I turn it into a ramp. I be fucking up my plans. Till I learn my plans would've fucked me up. That's the only time somebody shut me up. Bitch, I'm emptying the tank until I can't. Every time I hit a roadblock, I turn it into a ramp. I be fucking up my plans. Till I learn my plans would've fucked me up. That's the only time somebody shut me up. I be in my head, chasing my own tail. Gotta step into the light, bitch, my face is getting pale. All this bread up on my plate, but my soul is getting stale. Gotta find a new haven, probably could've gone to Yale. I've been biting on my nails, I'm just getting hammered, please shut the fuck up. I've been working on my manners, might've ended up like Chandler if it wasn't for my friends. I'm a multi-millionaire, but I still want the 2 cents. Reinvest into my headspace, my inner critic gives me hell, boy. Sometimes I get a red face, I'm walking around like Hellboy. Someone call
okay. So I like that multi-millionaire, but I still want their 2 cents. So that is a dope line. And then just the whole boy, the red face, like I'm Hellboy. That that is dope. That's dope. And I like the chorus too. And it's just it's interesting because it's just like a looking at where he's at in his profession and his career as far as with music and getting to that point where you know I look at where we're currently at when creating things in general, and it almost feels like you have to produce so much that maybe you feel like people aren't fully digesting it because before there used to be a little bit of time in between. And when you look at the large body of work from someone like Russ, this is rivaling, you know, artists who have been in the game for decades just off of sheer quantity, and quality as well. But to me, it's just all like you get to that point where it's just like you naturally do want to not necessarily do something else, but something else to have that feeling, you know? Because we're just in this weird time where, ironically, one of the videos that I recently reacted to was these older gentlemen have to be in their 70s or 80s rapping hard. And so it's like for hip hop, we don't give ourselves that grace, you know. In other genres there is, so I think with I think that there could be a dilution and maybe even a disillusionment when putting out so much work, the career span it really wouldn't even be a long time. Yes, you've been like there he's been putting out music for, decade plus, but when you look at it in the grand scheme, it's just all like that's a small part into in where that music might have been spread out, you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking about when it comes to these particular lyrics that he's saying and where he's currently at as far as like you know uh nurturing other gifts. Like I looked at an interview and he was talking about him being in movies, and him kind of getting that feeling, which then re-sparked something to be able to put out a new project because of the collaborative effort that went into filming and being a part of a set with other people and having that team and camaraderie. He took that into making music, which was kind of different because Russ is the super independent extraordinaire, mix master, makes beats, does the both. So being able to I think in some cases it's okay. I don't think we give ourselves permission to explore those things because we feel like we got to do this and continue feeding the machine. And I feel like other stuff can help with that. So
Bellboy, I'm struggling with
random
baggage.
rant.
Holding on to what I want so tight, I got a callus. Having faith has been a challenge. Only one I trust is me. Teffy told me hit up hell of what we did to beat. Heaven is a
Yeah.
club, but I'm with anger, pride, and lust. Do you think God can still put Russ up on the list with a +3? Bitch, I'm emptying the tank until I can't. Every time I hit a roadblock, I turn it into a ramp. Got me fucking up my plans. Till I learn my plans would've fucked me up. That's the only time somebody shut me up. Bitch, I'm emptying the tank until I can't. Every time I hit a roadblock, I turn it into a ramp. Got me fucking up my plans. Till I learn my plans would've fucked me up. That's the only time somebody shut me up. Circling the drain while people see me running victory laps. College dropper, but I still end up in history class. Cause I'm a legend, we all die, but we don't live life. Wallet looking pregnant, my accountant need a midwife. Driving in a drop to the shows, I wanna see fans. Knew I was the future, you would think they yelling free bands. Picking at my scars, I'm counting money with my free hand. That's a slippery slope and I forgot to pack my ski pants. I'm in southern Italy, might go see the relatives. I know that there's more to life than pussy and percentages. Tell me what it is, oh, I never heard of it. This jet is smooth sailing, but my spirit's feeling turbulence. Shifting from control to surrender, it's a struggle. Being hype about some shit feels like a setup to be humble. How can I trust my own excitement? It feels fragile. Half crack smile is the mask while the cash pile. Bitch, I'm emptying the tank until I can't. Every time I
It's real. It's real. It's like once you get to certain levels, it feels like that. I remember writing this article, Zero to One Punch Man, and if you haven't seen the anime, the main character is so powerful, he defeats people with one punch, and he's gotten to a point where it's not even a challenge, it's not even fun for him, and it that's kind of what I was alluding to as far as before. It's just like, how quick do you want to be to that point where you feel like there's nothing else that there's no joy in this because I it's too easy, type of thing. That's why I look at artists who are still dropping albums like a Raekwon. Jay Electronica just dropped 3 projects, and so um it's very, very interesting. I'm glad he mentioned, there is more important stuff, like, and him being able to say if I visit the family in Italy and different things like that, him even having that awareness of where his family is from and different things like that. Because some people don't care. I think that those things are important. Those are definitely things to pass on. But I'm curious what
hit a
Big Sean's
roadblock, I
gonna
turn
say.
it into a ramp. Got me fucking up my plans. Till I learn my plans would've fucked me up. That's the only time somebody shut me up. Bitch, I'm emptying the tank until I can't. Every time I hit a roadblock, I turn it into a ramp. Got me fucking up my plans. Till I learn my plans would've fucked me up. That's the only time somebody shut me up.
Everyone that I love is in a picture on my nightstand. Me fumbling and shit is not even a slight chance. Y'all be fucking over y'all queens for a botch. Bitch will make up worse than Trump right hand pussy. Type of life I live will probably shorten your whole lifespan. I'm getting 5,000 times 100 just to touch a mic stand. You raising right hands, talking about you ain't snitch, just looking like, alright, man. And I'm going 0 dark 30 mode, tunnel vision, so I do my dirt and clearing all the modes. All the goals, all the bows, calling all of those. Stood tall when y'all thought I fallen all the fold. Sign 8-figure deals like you host sign NDAs. I don't got time for you any day. Gotta reach out to my PA. Catching a wave in my city like they watch me in a parade. If you think about sending me hate, must be off that NDA. Cause they gon' ride like Green Beret. Who would've thought we see today? When the nights that made me shake. We was broke but didn't break. I got 99 problems, but it ain't one that's in my way. Yeah, and I got ushered in, so for sure I'm having my way. My trust might be the only thing I overtrust. Doing shows with Russ. Afterwards performing for your bitch. She love to open up. The gap between the ones I used to look up to is closing up. Bitch, you know what's up.
Bitch, I'm emptying the tank until I can't. Every time I hit a roadblock, I turn it into
I would definitely say I have been enjoying the last couple of years of Big Sean's features because every feature I've pretty much heard about has been ridiculously dope. Ridiculously dope. And I'm glad he's getting this particular type of love. I mean, getting tapped from Eminem, Russ, Larry June. There's just certain things, unfortunately, like his solo stuff, for me it just doesn't hit the same. Maybe I'll leave me a suggestion on some recent Big Sean solo stuff that was dope. But His features though, A1 for sure. Like A1. This was dope. Even the way him at the beginning almost having like the conversation, but the way he got on the beat, it's just all like, okay, okay, Big Sean, okay.
Ramp, I be fucking up my plans. Till I learn my plans would have fucked me up. That's the only time somebody shut me up. Bitch, I'm empty in the tank until I can't. Every time I hit a roadblock, I turn it into a.
Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Catalog. Yeah. These are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase all of that in the link in the description. And just check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So anyways,
Ramp, I be fucking up my plans. Till I learn my plans would have fucked me up. That's the only time somebody shut me up. Shut me up. Shut me up. Shut me up.
this is dope. This is dope. And this beat. This is dope. This is dope. So I'm guessing Russ just dropped or is about to drop a new project. Everybody's dropping, man, which is good, which is dope. I just need to sit down and just listen to these albums. Even if I'm not doing the reaction, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I'm just all like, man, I would just always listen to music, whether I had the MP3 player, the iPod, the phones, whatever, and it isn't like the same. That's why I kind of like to be with that. That's kind of like why I started doing reactions. That way, at least I am getting some sort of new music. But yeah, this was dope. This was dope. Yeah, I'm liking this reflective, vibe from both of them. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. This composition of MC that writes fiction back at it with another reaction. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bell is on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.